Hi, I'm Hugh Jedwell, the Executive Director of the Heartland Mobile Council, and we're here today at our MobiU University Seminar Q&A with QR codes. Our guest today is Sam Jemielity. He is the Director of Content for Playboy. And Sam, thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
Looking forward to a great event tonight.
Me too.
So, question for you. Tell us a little bit about how your career path helped you do the kind of work that you're doing in mobile for Playboy today.
Sure. So I began my career as a print journalist longer ago than I want to admit, and got the opportunity to move over in the digital space to work for Playboy.com in early 2000. For that business, it was at its nascency, and it was a great experience to be on the ground floor of trying to bring a print business online and see how that would, how we would adapt to that. And over my years with Playboy in two stints, obviously there's been so many new developments in the content platforms out there, from Facebook to YouTube to mobile to Twitter, that now I see a big evolution towards the kind of content that we used to consider web-only content is now going more and more towards mobile. A lot of the content that I create for Playboy's digital group for the website is shared with our mobile partners, and I think that's only going to grow. It's obviously only going to grow in the future. And so I think my ability to adapt from print to digital and really gave me the first sense of how to work in a new space, and now I'm really neck deep in trying to understand how to bring what we do for the web audience, for the bigger desktop screen, to the mobile screen, what we need to change, what we can keep the same, to work with that audience.
Great. So you're a success story because there are so many people in print who have not successfully made that change. So it's really good to see that. The mission of the council, of the Heartland Mobile Council, is to educate brands on how to use mobile effectively. So, as you talk to your people in your company and to other stakeholders at Playboy, how do you educate them? What are some of the things that you do?
I come at the kind of the issue of working with mobile from the content side, because I've been doing content creation all my career. And I think that one thing that's important as you're trying to work in mobile to remember is that you can have the best technology and it can work flawlessly, but if what you give the consumer is something that they don't want, whether it's something that's impractical, it's not a product they want, it's not content that entertains them, the fluency of your technology is going to be lost on them, and it's not going to help you with your consumer. And so I think that there needs to be a marriage of great technology and great planning with also what is the consumer going to get on the end. And often when you're working, whether it's working in the digital space online or in mobile, you can get so head down on just making the technology work and just getting to the finish line that you forget that what's really important is that the consumer only sees what comes at the finish line. They don't see all the work that went into it, and so you need to balance that. And I've seen campaigns where I think not enough thought was given to what the consumers were going to get on their end, and probably could have been a much better experience. And whereas if the technology might not be perfectly up to snuff, but you give the consumer or the browser visitor a great experience, they'll forgive you. They'll forgive some errors in what you do with the technology. So that obviously is biased from my perspective of being a content creation guy, and I understand that the technology needs to work as seamlessly as possible, but I think it's a marriage that makes for the best campaigns.
Well, they say content is king, so I'm sure you're going to do some great things. Thanks again for coming, and we look forward to a great panel today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.